The lies, fraud, deceit and decoy is tumbling out of the closet one after the other. Yes, viewers, we're talking about IS Puja Khedkar, who remains defiant even as proof after proof emerges of how she subverted the system using fakery and fraudulence. After Times Now's relentless coverage, the crackdown has started. Puja Khedkar has been relieved from duties as trainee IS officer from Washim. She will now be leaving for Civil Services Training Institute in Mussoorie. Even as she has been booted out, she remains defiant. Sources say Puja Khedkar has filed a harassment case against Pune collector on whose intervention she was transferred. The complaint was registered on Monday night after Puja called Washim police to her government guest house. It is to be noted that it was on the basis of the report that the Pune collector submitted to the state chief secretary that her transfer to Washim was ordered. Meanwhile, more skeletons are tumbling out. She allegedly lied in her Central Administrative Tribunal applications. Times Now has accessed her CAT applications from 2 different years, 2020 and 2023, which show that she changed her name and her age in the applications. While in 2020, her official name in the documents is Dr. Khedkar Puja Dilip Rao. In 2023, documents show her name as Ms Puja Manorama Dilip Khedkar. The documents also clearly show that while her age was mentioned as 30 years in 2020, in a span of 3 years, it changed by just 1 year. In her 2023 application, her age is mentioned as 31 years. Also under lens are disability certificates issued to Puja Khedkar. Yashwantrao Chavan Memorial Hospital had issued a disability certificate to her mentioning 7% locomotive disability in her left knee, but the benchmark disability is 40% to claim benefits. Now the Maharashtra Board of Disability Welfare has ordered a probe and says action will be taken if irregularities are found in disability certificates produced by Puja. When confronted, she maintained silence.
मैम नए डॉक्यूमेंट्स सामने आए हैं जिसमें आपकी एज को लेकर डाउट किया जा रहा है, उसमें आपके डाउट्स बहुत कम आ रहे हैं मैम।
मैं वापस आने वाली हूँ, मैं बाइट देती हूँ।
मैम अगर इस चीज को क्लैरिफाई कर दें, स्टेट बोर्ड ऑफ डिसेबिलिटी ने आपके ऊपर इंक्वायरी बिठाने की मांग की है। मैम डिसेबिलिटी बोर्ड ने आपके ऊपर क्वेश्चन रेज किया है।
And now we will show you how the rot runs deep in the system. In this Times Now sting operation, my colleague spoke to a hospital staff who reveals how Puja Khedkar exploited the system knowingly. To obtain a disability certificate, Puja gave different address. Have a look at the special sting done by Times Now. Remember, one can apply for the medical certificates through a government's online portal. Duplication, if any, is identified mainly on address given by the applicant. So there are no high-end systems to scrutinize such intricate details, and it is checked on the basis of residential address given. So Puja had given one set of address to one hospital and another to the other hospital.
Visual disabilities. Percentage is a cumulative percentage of all the disabilities. The person might be having locomotor disability as well as visual disability. So दोनों का total बन क्या है?
तो टोटल ये बनती है 7% है, right?
7%. But then with us, she was found to be having just a locomotor disability. That's it. She didn't even claim for visual disability or mental illnesses.
Okay. If someone is applying for certain medical test or examination under this portal, for this PCMC area, you are saying that there are 2 hospitals. If PCMC area के एक hospital से मैंने ले लिया disability certificate, other hospital has rejected it, somewhere in the country or somewhere in the state, if I apply for some other disability, then it will give the letter?
No. Here maybe the residential address कौन सा दिया जाता है तो उसके तहत वो डिसाइड होता है. Application routinely अगर suppose person is resident of PCMC, then he has to apply to by other ICM or home hospital. If the person is dissatisfied with this particular aspect, कितना percentage उनको मिलेगा, then he has right to appeal against that to Social Welfare Department. Social Welfare Department might again enable the application process. Once he had applied earlier and the certificate is generated by ICM hospital, the application process gets locked for that particular candidate. He cannot reapply. Reapplication can only happen through Social Welfare Department, enabling the application process again. For
and changing the address.
And changing the address. Not changing the address. Changing the address, person might shift from one place to other place. It's up to the person. Tomorrow,
but this dupe the system also, no?
Yes, of course. This can be used to dupe the system.
Because in this certificate, she has given address of Dehu Anandi Road, Talwadi, Pimpri, Chinswad. Now, to apply in these two hospitals, she has given this
particular address.
Now, she is a resident of Baner.
She is a resident
of Baner.
Okay.
Yeah. So that address is everywhere on every other document or anything like that. But for this particular thing, she has opted this way.
So, but then we don't have a mechanism in place to check the address details. We have document pertaining the address. हमारे यहाँ पे address है. So she is eligible for certification process in my same hospital. That's what we check. We don't send our person to check करे वहाँ कोई रहता है कि नहीं, वहाँ residence उनका है कि नहीं, वो जाके check करे. ऐसा mechanism हमारे पास है.
तो basically मतलब system का loophole समझ के उसका फायदा उठाएगा.
Now, in the latest, Puja's father has landed in a soup. He is to be the subject of an inquiry by the Anti-Corruption Bureau of the Pune Police over alleged unaccounted wealth. The probe is based on a 6-month-old complaint. Now that the Puja Khedkar issue came up, the complainant has also spoken up again, and the ACB will probe Puja's father. This is in connection to unaccounted wealth. We in fact are now joined by RTI activist Vijay Kumbar, who is going to talk to us about the probe against Puja Khedkar's father over his assets and whether or not they are proportionate to his income. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Kumbar. You've spoken of Puja Khedkar's father's assets before. There's a ACB inquiry initiated now. What's your first reaction?
Yes. It has been going on since last 2-3 years, and it has not been completed. Even after this open inquiry, he contested elections.
Now, since you've seen Puja's father, Dilip Rao's affidavit and other documents, what do you know about his assets and income?
Total assets they have given are around 40 crore rupees assets. That include 110 acre agriculture land. Actually, Maharashtra, no family can own more than 54 acres land. They have 7 flats, 6 shops, which area goes into 1,60,000 square feet. Diamond, 17 lakh rupee watch, etc. A lot of things are there. In spite of that, they are having shares in few companies, partnerships in few companies. That's what they have. Even after that, she herself possesses 17 crore rupees lands.
So how does the income account for the assets?
I don't know, because he was working with MPCB. He was a civil servant. Then how come he purchased that much property? And he has not shown it in his income tax record, because if he had shown it in income tax record, it would have been coming to public. So we are asking public authorities, how come his income is more than 40 crore rupees? Property is more than 40 crore rupees. We are asking this question to authorities.
You're saying the details were also hidden. What is Khedkar's source of livelihood?
Particularly, he has shown it as a farmer, but as per now what record comes from public sources, it shows that they have some companies, their families have some companies which provide chimney-like chimneys for industries, etc. But major income is farmer. And he must have be getting pension from Maharashtra government.
This issue is now being investigated. Why did it take the ACB so long? Because the complaint was filed some time ago.
Definitely. ACB has come into action only after these things are come to fore. Otherwise, they would not have completed this inquiry for so many years. But that's the question we are asking. Why not public authorities act on their own? Why they wait for something to come to the public debate? Then only they take action. That is a very wrong thing is going on. Everybody is now talking of action. But what were they doing? While all these years, he was there in office, he was earning money. He was corrupt. He had earlier suspended 2 times. Even then, nobody took action because they must be having very good relations with administration and politicians. Now the thing, one more thing has come forward, that she, while appearing for UPSC, had given wrong information to UPSC. When she last 22 in the 22 year in year 22, when she obtained this disability certificate, she has particularly shown that she doesn't have any disability certificate.
What do you have to say about the action against Puja that has been initiated? Her IS traineeship has been put on hold.
No, it is not, sir. It is not sufficient. She must be sacked, and police complaints should be filed against her as well as whoever helped her. Everybody should be penalized. Only putting her training on hold isn't sufficient.
You're saying that the action against Puja is not sufficient, but where does this power trip come from? Is there a political link, or is this just the family's influence and brazenness?
No, there are 2 things. They must be having support from anybody. That's not the question. But the entire family knows administration very well. They know loopholes. They know who is corrupt in the system and how to tackle with that. And they have power. They themselves have in power. Their relatives are in power. They have ample money to bribe everybody. That's why this arrogance has come. Otherwise, I don't think normal officers will do things like this, because whatever they have done is only crime. They are typical criminals, and they want civil service for their own benefit. That's why they are doing all these things.
All right, Mr. Kumar, thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast. We have my colleague Rakesh joining us. We also have Arunil and Shastri to get us more details. Let me, in fact, first go across to Rakesh. Rakesh, now the father has also come under lens for amassing wealth, for amassing properties worth crores, when the information about income, according to the RTA Act, also has been hidden.
Yes, in fact, what we are learning, Swati, is that there are different layers to this story of lie, decoy and drama. In fact, every day new revelations are coming up, whether it is about the mother, the case against her, about the license, the misuse of the licensed farm, whether it is about the amassed wealth of the father, who is also under the scanner of the Anti-Corruption Bureau now, or whether the trainee IS officer herself. What we are learning is that a strict action can be taken by the academy in Mussoorie once she joins the academy before 23rd July. She is expected to join the academy much before the deadline given, and the Department of Personnel Training, and they are likely to take some strict action against the trainee IS officer, which was found guilty or for the alleged discrepancies regarding various documents, various frauds, alleged frauds, and the changes in the documents. So definitely we have to wait and watch for some more strict action to be in place against Puja Khedkar.
So you're saying there could be more stringent measures taken against Puja Khedkar. The entire family is in dock. Rakesh, Shastri and Arunil, stay on with us. We're getting some breaking inputs now, and this is about the preliminary inquiry against Puja Khedkar's father, Dilip Khedkar. And we're given to understand that, according to sources, ACB has found substance in the allegations leveled. Arunil can break down the details for us. Yes, Arunil.
Well, the Anti-Corruption Bureau, which basically started its investigation in the disproportionate asset case against Dilip Khedkar, the father of the trainee IS officer Puja Khedkar, has found substance in the allegations, in the entire investigation that was being done. From our sources, we understand that a merit has been found in the complaint that was being filed against Dilip Khedkar, and a report is been filed by the Pune branch of the Anti-Corruption Bureau to to its headquarters now. Now, more trouble, likely trouble, is expected for Dilip Khedkar. The reason for that is an FIR can be expected from the Anti-Corruption Bureau as well against Dilip Khedkar. We have seen that the Pune police already has initiated a massive crackdown, basically formed multiple teams to track down the mother of Puja Khedkar as well as the father. The father basically is been searched for based on the allegations that were leveled against him by the farmers as well, that he used to come to their farm with bodyguards and burn down and put their farms on fire. Now the ACB also basically tightening its screws against Dilip Khedkar, beg your pardon, in his election affidavit as well. The amount that was shown by Dilip Khedkar, his properties were valued to be more than rupees 40 crore, and this is what basically raises eyebrows. Around 6 months back, a complaint was filed with the Anti-Corruption Bureau, and after the Puja Khedkar case came to the fore, again on Monday, the complainant reached out to the Anti-Corruption Bureau, and that is when the investigation was initiated by them. They have found that there is substance in the allegation, and a report has been prepared by them. They have sent the report to their headquarters. We can expect an FIR against Dilip Khedkar.
All right, action soon. Rakesh, Arunil and Shastri, stay on with us. We're getting some more breaking inputs. We in fact have accessed the application letter by Puja Khedkar for getting the disability certificate, and Meenakshi is joining us with more details. It's a web of lies, Meenakshi.
Well, absolutely, Swati. And talking about the particular medical certificate, now this is another discrepancy which has come to the fore. The document has been accessed exclusively by Times Now. Now, this is a document which was filed by Puja Khedkar. And what's interesting is this operative part. Here, in a disability details, this question was asked, do you have a disability certificate? Puja wrote no. Now, what's very interesting is that in 2022, when this application was given, Puja says no, I don't have a disability certificate, whereas a year ago in another document she had said that she has obtained a disability certificate. So which document is incorrect, which claim is not true, obviously is in the realm of a probe which has already been undertaken by the authorities. But with these documents coming to the fore, obviously the web of lies is getting exposed.
Web of lies being exposed. Shrishti is with us on the broadcast. Shrishti, now we know that in 2021 Puja got the disability certificates, but in 2022 she lies. She says she does not have those papers.
Well, of course, in 2021, she got disability certificate from Ahmednagar Government District Hospital. And later, she opted for the certificate from Pune's hospital in 2022. When asked about does she have a disability certificate, she said, no, I don't have. And that is the lie which is caught now and which is coming to fore. She wanted disability certificate anyhow, so she can opt for the disability quota in UPSC. But importantly, in that particular document which Times Now has access, it shows that there are not much more details so that the portal can scrutinize all the details and the findings in that particular application. Yesterday also in our investigation it has came to fore that if anyone is applying on that particular portal, then it scrutinizes on the basis of address and several details. However, in that particular document she has given a different address. There is a different address for getting a disability certificate from Ahmednagar, and when she applied for a disability certificate in Aun hospital, there is a different address. So she used the loophole of the entire system and managed to get a disability certificate. Also lied about having a disability certificate from Ahmednagar just a year ago. So discrepancies are coming to fore in this regards, wherein she tried to get disability certificate by hook or by crook just to get that particular quota.
Right, the disability